What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode on my Bolens HT20. In my previous episode, I put everything back together on the Bolens, and now you guys can also see that I assembled the front plow or the snow plow onto the Bolens HT20. I'll share with you guys some details on how that's hooked up, and I'll also share with you guys how it moves and pivots as well. The snowplow that is hooked up to the Bolens HT20 currently came with the machine when I purchased this. I also received a rear mounted rototiller, but I don't have that mounted right now. The plow up front was a little bit loose on the pins, so I took out the pins and I mounted 3/4 inch bolts in there. So what that allows me to do is get a tighter fit, and I can also compress the metal so the whole assembly is a little bit tighter. If I would just drop a pin in there, first of all, it will be loose, and then second of all, you just have to add a cotter pin and it would be still a loose fit, and we don't want anything really loose or else that'll just wear and tear the front blade over time. Right now, I'll start up the Bolens HT20 and I'll give you guys a close-up view on how the plow is set up. As you guys just saw, I lifted the blade and I lowered the blade. I moved it from left to right, so everything is fully functional, and now I will share with you guys an in-depth view on how it really functions. Walking up to the Bolens HT20, we have the plow, which is hooked up to the front. We have a pivot cylinder, which is right there. That will allow us to move the blade left and right. The pivoting point on the plow is that bolt right there. This bolt clamps the whole assembly together, so it's a little bit more snug to the frame of the plow. On the right, we have one more bolt. This holds the cylinder rod in place up on the front, and this will hold the cylinder in the back, and this is mounted to the frame. Now, the whole frame will also lift and lower the front blade. The pivoting point for that is on the Bolens up front. So I have two pins right here. Those are the pivoting points, and the adjustable rods follow all the way back, and right under here we have another pivoting point, but this piece or this bracket is hooked up to our lift cylinder. So what happens, that lift cylinder will push this forward, which will allow the blade to lift, and if that point moves backwards, this will bring the blade down on the front end. I gave you guys a startup on the Bolens HT20. I also shared with you guys the front mounted blade, and I also shared with you guys a detailed view on the whole assembly and how it actually functions. So if you guys found this video helpful in any way, please hit that like button down below, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification, because then you'll be one of the first ones to know when I upload a new video. I really hope I can get the Bolens HT20 back in the snow, so stay tuned for an upcoming video.